Hello everybody, welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project planning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. I'm sorry I'm laughing. I'm starting off laughing because I'm doing a minimalist makeup bag and I'm doing this in collaboration with Kim from Teacher Loves Beauty, and I'm only laughing because minimalism is just not my thing when it comes to makeup. So when I think about me and makeup, I think about all the different brands that are available, all the different finishes and the textures and the scents and the everything that's available um, with makeup, with beauty products, and I want to try it all, which is not the best mindset to have when you are one person with one face. You know what I mean? When I was doing makeup on other people, yes, that makes sense because you're buying not only for your collection, but for your beauty collection, for your makeup bag, all that kind of stuff as well. And I don't really do that as much anymore. I do it, don't get me wrong. I still do weddings, I still do that stuff behind the scenes, but um I don't need nearly as much as I once probably did. And I think I have way more than I ever have in my whole collection. That being said, I am, when it comes to makeup, I'm not a minimalist at all by any means. But we thought it would be really fun to select a minimalist bag. If we could select anything out of our collection that we would want if we were just to have a bag of makeup. And I did want to have a bag for everything to fit in, but I didn't grab one. And in all honesty, my my minimalist bag would not be the same as everyone else's. Mine would probably be like 3 times larger. So minimalism means something different to everybody. Your version of minimal will be very different than my version of minimal, especially if I'm basing it off the size of my collection currently. I do have a list of things I need to select. I have not selected those items. I have a very good idea of the things in my collection that I feel that are things that I gravitate toward constantly. So we're going to talk about all those things that I would grab to do a full face. And I'm talking like every single step, because even if I had a minimalist makeup bag, I would use every single step. I'm not saying that, like, I'm prepping for makeup that I'm wearing today, basically. Like heavy makeup, really, well, it's not heavy, but like really fun, bold, like, you know what I mean? Every day, like I'm thinking about that. What would I wear? What steps would I do? And I'm going to do every single step. Okay. So we're going to talk about everything. So if my minimalism is not the same as yours, that's okay. We don't have to be the same. Maybe some people just want to wear a little bit of mascara, a little bit of concealer, and like a lip balm. And that's cool. You do you. But for me, my minimalism is probably someone's massive full collection. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. No judgment. This is a no judgment zone. Don't forget to hit that like button if you're gonna enjoy this. Wait till later and hit that later, but I would really appreciate it if you did that. Helps out my channel. Now let's go ahead and talk about the things that I want to select. So we're gonna start with stuff that I would wear to prep. So I always start with my MAC Fix Plus. And again, I'm going to start grabbing this stuff as we go. I might even have to look into things as we go. But Fix Plus is something that I do to start my prep. I spray this a little bit on my face to sort of give me that really revived feeling on my face. It just like gives me that fresh, cool blast of mist on my face, and it feels so good. So this is usually how I start my makeup. I also use this to spray any metallic makeup or any shadows that I feel I want to have more impact on the lid or in the inner corner. I would use Fix Plus to spray my brush after I applied the makeup on it, not into the pan. Okay, so I have multi steps that I use for this, but it's always the first step. I also use under eye patches. I don't have any of those handy right now, but under eye patches are a crucial step to prepping for my makeup. Now we're talking makeup bag, but I would have eye patches in my makeup bag. Just saying. So we're going to talk primer. Now, my favorite primer of all time. Can I get to it quickly? Yes, I should be able to. I have recently changed the drawers in my collection, and I'm going to be honest, things are all over. I have 2 that I like. I'm going to just select one of the 2 if I'm being completely honest, but It could be either one of these because there's a few. There's a few that are really, really good. There's 3, but you know what? I'm going to select one because I don't want to confuse anybody. I'm going to select my MAC Natural Radiance Prep and Prime in the shade yellow. And this is amazing. It's like a moisturizing primer. I have very dry skin. It's combo, so it's like normal oily, like dry oily. So I have a lot of dryness in my cheek area, but I have like a very oily T-zone, But underneath my eyes and stuff in here, incredibly dry skin. So this is beautiful because it hydrates everything. And even if you have oily skin, you still need that hydration. Just because you have oils coming through does not mean your skin is not parched. So I definitely need this because I have dry skin, but I also have oily skin. So this works very well for combo. I love it so much. Definitely would use the MAC Natural Radiance Prep and Prime forever. It's like a must-have for me. For an eye cream, do I have it on me right now? I would probably go with either Shiseido or Belief, but I'm going to say Belief, the one in the blue jar, because it's the best one. And yes, I am including a little bit of skincare because I feel like it's incredibly crucial before your makeup goes on. So you don't have to worry about the skincare portion if you don't want to, if you're going to do a minimalist makeup bag for yourself. But I always apply under eye cream before I apply my concealer because I feel like being over 40, the under eyes are just parched and crepey and the skin is very fragile and loose. And girls, one day you're going to know what I'm talking about if you don't already. It's just a thing where honestly, if you feel like your under eyes are like separating or crinkly or whatever, add that moisture, add that hydration, add that plump to the skin. Get a good eye cream. I'm telling you, get a good eye cream before you apply your concealer. For foundation, I think the one that I'm going to go with is, I'm going to do this one. I'm going to go with my Fenty Ease Drop. This is the moisturizer, tinted moisturizer. It's called Blurring Skin Tint. And it's absolutely beautiful. I'll swatch a teeny tiny bit on the back of my hand. It's a little bit like liquid creamy. Like it's not like super, super, super thick. It's very, very like wet and liquidy. So you can massage it. And as you massage it into your skin, it sort of just dries down a little bit. Like it forms almost a cream. So you definitely get that... like the wetness goes away. Once you start applying it into the skin, the wetness goes away, especially if you're using a sponge because it'll suck up that moisture. But I feel like using a nice brush is just perfect for this. It's a really, really enjoyable foundation. I really enjoy this. I love the fact that it's not too heavy. I do like some medium coverage foundations, but I feel like a skin tint or a tinted moisturizer is like the best thing for me and my aging skin. So that's what I would choose for foundation. For concealer, I have a few loves for concealer. I have been really enjoying concealer lately, but I'm gonna go with 2 of them for my makeup bag because I would always bounce to 2 of them because I use it under my eyes and under my brows to carve. And the 2 that I'm fully enjoying, now I would usually select MAC, but I'm not going to this time, but I use the Kosas concealer, and this is in the shade 03W. It's beautiful. do I have this one on today? Yeah, I think I have this one on today with a little bit of the MAC one just mixed in a little bit because this is a little too deep for me for my winter shade. But I got a lot of concealer. I do not need to buy a second shade of this. And once this is gone, I will replace it because it's fantastic. I really enjoy this concealer, but it is the closest concealer. And then I also like the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Light. I'm not sure if this is still available. I want to say that it's still available, but this one has a little bit of luminosity to it. So I do like this one also for under the eyes. This one I can use under for mattifying, and also this for under my brow. This one I wouldn't use under my brow because I feel like the luminosity would be a little bit too slippy. And so this one I would just use as a light liquid underneath my eyes. But both of these are fantastic. I really enjoy both of them. And this one I got, the Ethereal Light one, I got at the CCO. For my cream blush, ooh, I know exactly which one I'm going to choose. If you guys want to guess in the comment section, I think you guys will be able to tell which one is my favorite, because I am obsessed and I just moved my, I just moved all my stuff around. Will I be able to find it? Yes. Okay. So the Milani Cheek Kiss Cream Blush in the shade 110 Nude Kiss. This is the best cream blush I have ever used. And I have used a lot of cream blushes. And I have a pretty good dip going. You can really see the dip there. This is the shade, I'll show you. This is what it looks like here. It's absolutely stunning. Really gorgeous color. Oh my gosh. Like if every single person tried this Nude Kiss color, I think every single person would appreciate and love this. It's so good. It's so good. I mean, that being said, if you're super deep skin tone, you probably won't use this. Probably wouldn't be the best, but I'm saying the majority of people would enjoy it. It's really nice. And it's a drugstore option. And if I had to select through any single one of my cream blushes, I think that one's probably my favorite by far. And I've tried quite a few. For cream contour slash bronzer, this is a no-brainer. But I'm going to go for the NARS Laguna Bronzer. This is the original before they came out with the extra shades. So this is just straight up Laguna. If you're looking to replace the exact same shade, it would be Laguna 2. I actually have a backup of Laguna 2. And you guys can see how much I enjoy this. I have it on today underneath my contour, which is why I didn't need as much contour today. But oh my goodness, it's so good. It's so good. Sorry. Love this a lot. And then for loose pressed powder, currently I haven't used, like I've used many. I've used Makeup Forever, Kat Von D, Laura Mercier, Bare Minerals. I've used many, but by far currently, before I try any of the other ones I just recently got in the Sephora sale, it's the One Size. 100% hands down, One Size is amazing. Not only does it look blurring on my skin, but it soaks into the cream that I've put on my face, and it doesn't take away from the potency of the makeup. Like it may settle it a little bit, but it still looks like your skin, but a little more mattified and blurred. So then once I'm done that step, if I feel like I need a little bit more hydration, then I spray my Fix Plus again to give that life back into all of my makeup on my face. But this is just perfection. It's perfection. This is the mini size. I have a full size of this. This is in translucent. There is a pink one and there is a couple of deeper shades. I think I would like to get the middle shade for my summer skin tone, but I'm not buying any. I just bought like a ton. I have a lot of powder, but if I feel like this summer it's something I want to try and it works out in my life, not to get too deep, then I will probably buy it. Even if I just buy a little mini of it, I need to try it. It's so good. It's such a beautiful, beautiful powder. Highly recommend the One Size translucent powder. So good. Contour powder. I have a lot of contour powders that I love. The only thing is the one that I like the most, you know what? I think I gotta go with Old Faithful. I am gonna go with, I could select two here. The first one I'm gonna go with is Old Faithful. This is one that I have used, I can't even tell you how many years, but this is the MAC Contour in Sculpt. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's perfect. And they do have quite a few different shades for different skin tones. Obviously, it's MAC. They're super inclusive to everybody. Like, don't get it twisted. MAC has something for everybody. I am obsessed with this contour powder. I actually have it also in a face palette from MAC, and I need to start using that at some point. So possibly 2025, I might use that MAC face palette as my Pan That face palette, but we'll get there when we get there. It's still 2023. I gotta calm my roll. Yeah, so that's that one. But more currently, if you're looking for a contour powder, I would try, now sorry for the glare, but the Patrick Ta for face. Apparently Patrick Ta has been very problematic lately, and I'm not sure about all of that. I have not looked into all of that. I have only heard things from people. But if this offends you, go for the MAC one. Okay, go for the MAC one. It's amazing. But this powder is really, really nice. It's a little chalky compared to the MAC one. The MAC one is like super finely milled. And this one that I have is in the shade She's Sculpted. So it may be a little bit like, to me, this is light. And I like that. This one works all year round for me. This one will probably work best in the fall, winter, spring for me. But I love them both. Honestly, they're both very nice products. And no matter if a brand is problematic, like, I'm not going to say, there could be many brands. Okay, I don't want to get too deep in this, but all I'm saying is every single place you buy something from will probably have problematic people working there. It sucks hard when it's like the face of the brand or the brand itself, the owners that are the problematic ones, because then people don't want to support them, and that's real, like, that they've shot themselves in the foot basically. But I don't know all this stuff going down with Patrick Ta, so I don't want to go into that, even though I kind of got into that, but I don't want to go into that. For highlight, I have a couple things written down here. This is not at all the same. My choices have changed since I last wrote this down, because Kim and I have been trying to do this forever, and I have been sick she's been the most patient person with me. I've tried so many times to get this done, and it just hasn't happened. But she's been really patient, and I just wanted to say thank you to Kim so much for being patient with me. So I finally got this done. But the highlighter or illuminator that I feel like is best for me right now is the Rare Beauty one. And this is in the shade Enlighten. I also have Exhilarate, I think is the next shade down. But this is the lightest shade. Both of these are great. I'm just grabbing one because it just depends on the time of year. But this is absolutely beautiful. I feel like this is great for winter skin, just to look so icy and beautiful with a nice flushed cheek. Oh my God, gorgeous. So really love that a lot. And I do have another one that I like, but I'm just going to leave it at this for now because I don't want to pull in a ton of things. But anyhow, we'll talk about the next item. For blush, I have to give it to MAC. It could be any one of these pink ones, but I'm going to go with Peony Petal, which is a satin formula. And is this not the most perfect? I do want to also shout out the Glamlight Chucky eyeshadow, or the Chucky blush palette. It has a duo, but oh my God, this is the perfect blush shade for me. I would absolutely hands down have this as a blush. If I had to choose a second one, because I would probably want something a little more neutral, then I want to select this one, but it's sort of cream to powder, so whatever. But I would select another MAC one, and it's called Blush Please, and it's currently in a project, but it looks like this, and it's almost it's a very beautiful neutral, peachy rose, and it's like a cream to powder formula. Absolutely stunningly gorgeous. I love it so much. I would choose these two because I feel like I would have both a neutral and then also a bright baby pink, but I could also tone this down by using this a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So you can blend them together on your face. Not in the compacts, but yeah. For bronzer, I have two that I absolutely love. I think I'm going to go, NARS Laguna is hands down my favorite bronzer of all time. But this one is an extremely close second. And I currently have a full size in this. I don't have a full size of the NARS Laguna, but it is the Too Faced, and it's the Sun Bunny, right? Yeah, Sun Bunny. Obviously, it's my favorite of the whole palette, like clearly. And I have a full size backup. So, because at the end of 2023, this will be leaving my collection. I only have two pans currently. You can see the pan on that one too. I'm working on hitting pan in, I want to say this one will be next, or possibly that one, but I'm working on this one right now. So yeah, and I'm also getting a huge dip in this one. Anyway, Sun Bunny is clearly my favorite. I love it. It's sort of like a mix between a matte and a shimmer, so it's sort of like a satiny finish, and it's stunning. It reminds me a lot of Laguna, just a little more warm, and it's beautiful. But I love Laguna because it's more neutral, and I prefer a more neutral bronzer. So yeah, I do have an olivey yellow undertone. So for setting spray, again, this is a no-brainer. My Urban Decay De-Slick is by far my favorite. And now we can get into eyes. I'm trying to go really fast, and this is already a long one. For my brows, the first thing I would select is the Anastasia Brow Freeze. My goodness. And I don't have much left of this. I go through this very, very quickly. But that is a #1 brow product for me. Sorry, my nose is very itchy. I would also select the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown or ebony, just depending on how I feel to do my brows. Sometimes I like a really dark black brow. And then sometimes this is dark brown. So I feel like it matches really well. My hair is now red, and I feel like the dark brown is a lot better than having a black brow. When I had my black hair with the blonde streaks, the black was a little nicer. Like the ebony shade was perfect, but yeah. So I bounce between those, but that product is my favorite. And then the eye primer, 100% hands down, Milani eyeshadow primer. This is exactly the same formula, honestly, in my eyes as Urban Decay, like the original one. And it doesn't have that stupid doe foot in it, and I love it. This is perfect. I love the fact that it's drugstore, it's inexpensive, and I will continue to buy that. For eyeshadow palettes, I have to be very particular. If I'm super minimal about it, I want to do like a neutral, and then like maybe one that has like pops of like fun shimmers or whatever. But I would probably do my Stila Eyes Are the Window eyeshadow palette, because it has a whole bunch of different neutrals and stuff. This is super, super old. You cannot get this anymore. It's so disgustingly old, but it's literally everything I need in here. So any neutral palette that looks like this is what I would choose for my one and done. And then I would also, I want to choose the Chucky palette, but I can't because I have to be really smart about this. I think the other palette that I would choose would be, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to say Minka from Adept Cosmetics because it's probably one of my favorites. I absolutely love the color in here. Plus you get 2 matte purples, and then you get like a bunch of fun, really fun, like shimmery shades and some like bold metallic shades, which literally it's like the perfect eyeshadow palette. If you guys have not tried Adept Cosmetics, please go and try Adept Cosmetics. There's nothing that I've tried that I haven't liked. Like, they're all amazing. And then I think if I wanted something that was a little more colorful, I would probably go with, ooh, it's crackling here. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're having technical difficulties. Maybe not technical, but maybe like user issues. But I think I'm going to have to not do that one. And I think what I'll select instead is maybe the Merry Christmas. If I had to select a third for like fun colors and like still bold shades, because this has, let me take this off of here. This has reds, a black, greens, golds, oranges. So there's tons of stuff happening here. And it's a really great formula. I am not going to be investing in the new palettes that came out because I've heard not really great things about the formulas, and they just don't speak Christmas to me. It's a little too soft and dull, and I'm looking for like, yeah, what you see there. So what do we have next? Eyeshadow singles. You guys are going to laugh. This is not minimal at all, but this is what I would do. This is what I would do. I would probably change out a few, maybe take out a couple of the like mid shades because I have a massive mid-tone shade here, and then put a few more like Glaminatrix singles in here. But if I'm being honest, this is a stunning singles eyeshadow palette, and it's literally things that I would use on a daily basis. It's beautiful. I love it. If we're gonna go to eyeliners, I definitely would say Urban Decay Demolition, the 24/7 eyeliner in Demolition. It's a brown one. It's gorgeous. This is my second one. I love it so much. For liquid, I would have to go KVD Tattoo Liner. I don't have that, but I would definitely do KVD. Mascara would be the Benefit Roller Lash or the Bad Gal Bang. I love those Benefit mascaras, 100%. And this one here from MAC, Giga Black Lash for my lower lash line. And then falsies I don't really have to do, but we'll talk lips now and we'll like finish it off. But for lip balm, I would probably do the Kush Lip from Milk Makeup in Canatonic because it feels so good. Or probably from Fresh, any one of those kind of lip balms. The lip primer would be MAC, but I don't really use it that much, so I would take that out if I was going to do any kind of minimal thing. For lip liner, I would do the NYX lip liner or lip liner pencil in mauve. I don't have any more of those left, I don't think. So I have to go repurchase those eventually, but I'm trying not to purchase right now. The lipstick I would use, okay, this is like a no-brainer, 100% no-brainer. The Smashbox lipstick in the shade Chucky. Hell yeah. This is the most gorgeous lipstick. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful right here. Yes. Absolutely stunning. I would choose probably a couple lipsticks, but this one by far is my favorite lipstick. It's gorgeous. I also love the ones that I made from the Bite Beauty Lip Lab, and then I have a couple of like this lipstick, liquid lipstick in the shade Story. This is currently one of my favorites because of my hair color. I still liked it before my hair color, but now that my hair is red, it just looks way better. And then for lip gloss, I hate to say it, but I'm going to go with Anastasia Beverly Hills. I don't know why I can't say that today, but the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip glosses. I have one in the drawer, but I'm not going to go digging for it right now. But they're beautiful. They're absolutely gorgeous, stunning, wonderful lip glosses. Again, problematic brand, but the products are undeniably good. And I mean, if I'm going to put my money out for something, I want it to be something that's good. And I'm not supporting the butt wipes of the world, but what I'm saying is like, if I like a really good product, I'm not buying it to support a bad person. I'm buying the product because it's a quality product that I know will get the job done. That being said, there are some products that I will not buy from brands because of who they are. So if I get something as a gift or whatever, that's different. But yeah, there are some brands that I will not pay the money and support those people. So, but that's all. That's all I have. I don't think there's anything else that I need to mention. I mean, I think for lip gloss too, I kind of like the Buxom White Russian. This one here, I'll put some of this on. I have never owned a full size. It's so pretty. Look at that. And it's so thick and creamy and gorgeous. And it's minty and feels plumping. I have 2 minis. I keep getting these little samples, so there's like no need to buy a full size if I'm getting like free little minis with purchases of other things. So I just continually get those. One day I would like to get a full size of White Russian, but for now, I'm okay getting free samples. So that's everything. I thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of your time. If there's anything that you would select different, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful day, and I will, talk to you later. Bye-bye.